Georgia, you had a story yesterday about how one of the major landlords in New York is responding to the new law. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so Blackstone is reportedly keeping up to 50 rent-regulated apartments in their Stuyvesant Town housing complex, keeping them shuttered, keeping them totally vacant, even during August, which is, according to housing advocates, high season for student rentals. So this comes just a month after Blackstone said that they were halting renovations at Stuyvesant Town, even though a spokesperson said they would continue to provide necessary repairs.
And I mean, we heard before the rent law passed and after the rent law passed that landlords were going to do this. They were going to just close the doors on their apartments until either the federal lawsuit that's been filed comes out successful or the state legislature decides to change the laws. Heard from Bob Knackel the other day that he thinks some clients are going to close their apartments for 10 to 15 years in hopes that things go their way. I think we heard some other ways that landlords are going around the law as well. Some brokers and property managers are deciding to interpret the law to mean that the $20 application fee doesn't apply to them. That's because it doesn't specifically mention managing agents in that restriction.
Some other landlords are apparently keeping units vacant and offering buyouts to tenants in adjacent apartments in the hopes of being able to combine those two units into new Frankenstein apartments, because then they can set a one-time first rent. Although under the new framework, they can't be passed out of rent regulation. They have to remain in rent stabilization. They can set that new first rent. And then you heard of a really interesting case that had to do with overcharges.
Yes. So there had been this lawsuit related to actually the tenant allegedly didn't pay their rent, and the tenant had filed counterclaims saying that the landlord had overcharged for rent in the rent stabilized apartment. The judge threw those claims out. The tenant came back and tried to revive those claims after the new rent law came out because the rent law actually extended the statute of limitations for how you can bring those overcharge claims.
From 4 years to 6 years.
Right. And despite that, the judge threw out the motion to revive the claim, saying that the new law only applies to pending claims and ongoing claims, not to ones that have already been decided on. So I think for landlords, this is kind of an important decision. Right. They're making some concern over how the law would apply retroactively to, overcharge claims that had already been decided. And this sort of gives guidance, I think, to some landlords in cases like this and how the judge may or may not rule.
Thanks for watching. We'll continue to follow the rent laws.